Hi and welcome back to my channel. In today's video we're gonna have a look at the latest release from Inkon3, and we have a super sweet stamp set called My Sweet Petunia. And then, very excitingly, we have a layer stencil for this stamp. So you would be able to use the stamp with the stencil or one by one, I'm assuming. And then we also have three separate stencils, and one is called Squiggles, always good for backgrounds. Wonky Lines, always good for backgrounds as well. And then this fun one called Alphabet Soup. So this I am really looking forward to trying. Could you do like just a little panel here and do everything in one color and then do the high in a separate color just to kind of make it pop? That would be fun. Okay, so I think I am definitely going to try out the layering stencil for today's card. So let's get making! As I love flowers, it's probably no surprise that I had to use the stamp with the stencils. So I started by getting some of my Atelier inks out, and I grabbed the selection, and I wasn't sure I was going to use them all, but I ended up using all of them except for the purple. So first off, we're gonna have a look at these stencils. So I got a panel of white cardstock here, and I'm lining the little markers up with the ends of the cardstock, and then I'm just gonna tape that into place to make sure that it's all lined up and secure. That's probably the main reason for the tape. And then we are going to start with Bee Sting Yellow. So I always start with the lightest color. Oh, actually, no, I'm lying. I started with Sweet Petunia Pink because I wanted to add like a really sort of soft pink in around the flowers. And then we're gonna add that Bee Sting Yellow in the middle and kind of make those colors blend. So I've gone over like all of the edges, and then like the little buds are quite well covered. And then we're going to go in with the Bee Sting Yellow, and you'll see that I'm using a different blender brush for each color just to make sure that they're not contaminating on the actual ink pad. And if you're wondering what I'm doing tapping on the lid, is because what I do when I ink blend and I want a soft look is that I start by taking a bit of ink on the brush and then I'm tapping that off on the lid, because I feel like it's helping me not only get rid of that excess so I don't get the blotches, but then also it helps by giving you a coverage on the brush, but a very light coverage, so you get that really soft look. And then I'm going back and forth with the brushes and the colors. So it's only Sweet Petunia Pink and Bee Sting Yellow on this first layer. But you can see that there is almost already like a depth to the flowers from the way that I've added the colors. And also the layers. Layers help always. So speaking of layers, we're on to our second layer here, and we're gonna go in with the same. So pink petunia, my sweet petunia, no, hang on, Sweet Petunia Pink, hi, there we go. So the Sweet Petunia Pink, and then like on the edges for that sort of depth as well. And then in the middle we're gonna go in with the Bee Sting Yellow to just kind of really add, you know, I guess you can say that's probably the, no, it's not stamens, is it? Because Morning Glories don't have stamens. Yeah, but anyway, I'm hoping you get into gist here, because we're going layer by layer and adding in the two colors to kind of create a cohesive look with depth to it. I mean, this, you know, the stencils will do a lot of that for you anyway, but I'm just being all like fancy pantsy here. There's no need to be fancy pantsy if you don't want to be. So the last layer of Bee Sting Yellow here, and you might like see that I'm going in kind of like handy, like heavy-handed, and I am not afraid of adding or picking up some of that pink here, because we want that some almost like orangey look. And I mean, look at that, 2 layers. Whew, gorgeous. So for the actual stems and the little leaves, of course, we're going to be using the Goddess Green, because this green is a gorgeous green. But I wanted to add in a little bit of like depth on this one as well. So I have gone and added in a little bit of the Trinity Teal And then that's where I should have stopped. I decided to add a little bit of bee sting yellow on top as well. And it just kind of muddled the color. I mean, sometimes less is more. And clearly I have not learned this concept well enough just yet. So I paid the price with a bit of a muddled look on the statement. But you know, you live and learn, and this was my first time trying this sort of color combination, and you never know, right? Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But yeah, like I said, I should have stopped with just adding the Trinity Teal here. And the reason I've added this one on top of the green is just for, again, like a little bit of like contrast and depth as well. And it really did sort of turn out really quite nicely. So I should have stopped there. I really shouldn't have gone in with that yellow there. I don't know if you can really see it, but it just, I wasn't overly happy. However, we're gonna cover that up by taking the actual stamp set, and with the help of my beloved Misty, I cannot do anything without my Misty, we are going to line up the stamp over the stenciled image, and then we're going to heat emboss it in gold. I don't know why I said it that way. I was thinking of Austin Powers, a gold member, for some reason. Anyway, back to normality. So yes, we're stamping the image twice with the embossing ink to make sure that it's really, really well covered. And then we're going to be using rich gold from Wow Embossing. This is my favorite gold. I love gold. And it just worked out so well with the colors on that flower. I mean, oh, yay. I'm already in love with heat embossing. It was no surprise I was going to love it. But I cannot tell you how beautiful this card looks, you know, with those details up close. I will make sure I add photos at the end so you can really see for yourself, because those little lines coming in and out of the flower, it just really takes this image like up a notch. I kid you not. You can use the stencils or the stamp set on your own, but together, holy cannoli. I'm a fan. I love it. It's gorgeous. Yes. And I really, really wish you could see it, because it just, I mean, I'm trying to kind of pick up the light here, but oh, yeah. And here we have the finished card. I finished it off with some gold splatter using the Take Starry Nights watercolor palette. It's a little 6-pack, I think, with some amazing shimmery colors. And then I let it dry, obviously, but I mean, check that out. Look at those gold splatters. Gold splatters is everything. And then I stamped up a little sentiment, Life is Better With You, in it, from one of the little flower releases. It's one of those little teeny tiny stamps. I forget what it's called now, but I will make sure I link it down below. And I stamped with Sweet Petunia pink ink, trimmed down and just adhered to the card. So super simple. I feel like when you have an amazing stamp and layering stencil combo like this, you don't really need much. You kind of want the flower to be the star of the show. So that's it from me for today. But if you're watching this today on the 24th, there is also an Instagram hop over on Instagram, obviously, where the team and I are and the Misty team are hopping along to show off some of our collaboration projects, and there's prizes to win, so make sure you hop on over there. I will link that as well down below so you can find that for yourself. And with that, that's it from me for today, so I will see you soon again.